Hey, Leroy, turn that television down in there. I'm trying to make a YouTube video. Howdy, folks. I'm Elrod. I'm Leroy's big brother. Y'all might have seen him yesterday. He was making a video himself for a YouTube program. You know, he kind of, I don't want to say touched, but some folks might say he just a little bit leaning towards cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But he's got country smarts, old Leroy has, and he knows what's going on, and he knows how to deal with things. A good example is he's been out here 2 or 3 days now stalking Chinamen hanging from balloons, and I wouldn't rule out him of getting one. Them Chinamen flying around spying on folks with spy balloons. And I thought I'd get on here and talk a little bit about what he was saying yesterday. I seen his video and it was pretty well to the point. He kind of touchy when it comes to anybody spying on him, especially he got a still down here by the creek and he don't want none of them revenuers coming around, you know, or no Chinaman neither. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about this situation we've been hearing on the news. Chinaman, Chinese spy balloons, or whatever they are. Now, you know, I talk about country boy sense. You don't let a fox in the hen house before you close the door. Any kind of varmint, you don't let him in the hen house before you close the door. Or at least sick the dog on him. And that's what I've done. I've sicked old Leroy on him. He gonna catch him Chinese spies. But the point is, somebody made a comment on this video yesterday. Yeah, you're gonna shoot 12 miles out there in the sky. There's always a one know-it-all in the bunch. And the repercussion from the recoil would break your arm. But some things you take literally, and some things is understandable. That the meaning behind the thing is Leroy wants to pop that balloon, and I don't blame him. Now, Leroy hadn't shot no balloons yet, but I'll tell you what, if he so much as shot his slingshot at the balloon, he'd be doing more than our government done last week when that balloon come all the way through our country. You don't wait till he's in the hen house before you kill that varmint. It's just common sense. So today I heard on the news somewhere down there, up there in Alaska, they sent big old fighter jet planes up there and to blow the heck out of somebody's little drone or something was flying around at 40,000 feet. I don't think it was another Chinese spy balloon. They said it was only about the size of a car. Sounds more like a real weather balloon to me. But old Leroy, he'll pop that too if it comes drifting through Georgia. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a couple things what's been on my mind. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately. And you do a search and you can look up police chases. Well, there's a ton of videos of police chasing people around the country, trying to catch them from speeding and trying to get away and hauling dope and robbing banks and killing folks. But them police would get on your tail and chase you. I watched one yesterday that was going 151 miles an hour trying to catch this old boy, and he led him on a merry chase for it took him over an hour to catch up with him. And they got him and arrested him, but sometimes they do what they call a pit maneuver. Sort of like when you run your tractor off the side of the road, if you don't turn the wheel, it's going to flip over. Well, a pit maneuver will flip your car right over and bring you to a screeching halt. But it brought a subject to mind that I remember from years ago. I can't say that I've never speeded. I name a couple of instances. When I was 17, 18 years old, I hadn't gone in the Navy yet. I had a 57 Ford. That old 57 Ford would fly. We was in Orlando, Florida, and I let one of my buddies drive it. I was in the passenger seat. We were going down Interstate. It's either Interstate 4 or 10. Comes out of Orlando and going west. I don't remember which. I think it's Interstate 4. Anyway, we was cruising along at a merry, probably about 100 and 110. I said, I don't remember the old boy's name. I think you might ought to slow down. Because I was getting mighty nervous myself. Them white lines going by like a blur. About that time we went by an exit ramp, and there was 4 Florida Highway Patrol cars stopped beside the road, and they was all up by the first patrol car talking to each other, shooting a breeze, having a chaw of tobacco or something. And all I saw was a blur of them highway patrolmen running to get in their car to come after us. And, you know, we're doing over 100 miles an hour. We was plumb out of sight, nothing flat. So we got off at the next exit, pulled down some road we didn't even know where we was, and got into a housing project. Seen one house up there. Nobody was home. The lights were out. The carport was empty. I said, pull up in that carport. He pulled up in that carport. We turned off the headlights and laid down in the seat. That patrol car come by and shined his light all up there. So evidently we went by so fast they couldn't get our tag number, but he was thinking, that sure do look like the car that went by me. But he went on down the road. I know he'd probably come back to check us out. But we jumped on the road and went the other way, and that was just a foolish thing we done. But these people now, they think it's merry-go-round to make the police just chase them all over the world. I wouldn't do it now for love or money. They think they ain't going to suffer the consequences, but you don't live to be 75 years like I am, 75 years old, without learning some life lessons. You don't make it to 75 when you live like them boys do. You hear every day in the news about these kids killing themselves, racing their cars around, or not knowing when to stop. And then when they do catch them, the police and the judge just turns them loose. They don't do a thing to them. Anyway, that's what was on my mind after watching that YouTube video. And them Chinese balloons, and the one they shot down today, they asked our president, what do you think about shooting that thing down today? And he said, oh, it was a success. He ain't got no idea. I mean, they try to say the military's the one that said don't shoot that other one down. But I got a notion there was more than just some general that didn't want to shoot him down. Say, it might fall on somebody and kill him. That's a good excuse. But you don't let a fox in the hen house before you close the door. That's all I got to say today. This is old Elrod. I got to go in here and check on LeRoy. He's probably in there cleaning his muzzle loader, getting ready for tomorrow's hunt. Y'all take care. We'll catch you next time. This is Elrod saying y'all have a good evening.